So here we are, 2 years after Frederik ascended the throne, and guess what we are still talking about? That is right, Madrid. The scandal that was supposed to fade into distant memory, the photographs that were meant to become yesterday's news, the controversy that palace advisors desperately hoped everyone would forget. Except nobody has forgotten, nobody is forgetting, and frankly, the way things are going, nobody ever will. This is the gift that keeps on giving, the royal disaster that refuses to be buried, and Queen Mary is paying the price every single day. But first, do me a massive favor and subscribe to Royal News Daily and slam that notification bell because we are about to expose exactly what Queen Mary has been enduring while the world watches her marriage crumble in slow motion. Let us establish something crucial right from the start. We are not talking about ancient history here. November 2023 feels like it happened yesterday in the world of royal scandals, and when you're Queen Mary living with the aftermath every single day, it probably feels even more recent. This is not some dusty controversy from decades past that historians debate. This is a fresh wound that has not even begun to properly heal, and every new development, every anniversary, every public appearance rips the scab right off again. Queen Mary's struggles are not theoretical, they are viscerally evident to anyone paying attention. This woman wakes up every morning as the Queen of Denmark, a position she earned through years of dedicated service, flawless execution of royal duties, and genuine connection with the Danish people. But she also wakes up as the wife whose husband was photographed in compromising circumstances with another woman, and that reality colors absolutely everything she does. Think about what her daily life must actually be like. Every public appearance with Frederik gets scrutinized by body language experts looking for signs of tension. Every smile gets analyzed to determine if it is genuine or forced. Every time she stands beside her husband, someone somewhere is writing an article about whether they look happy together or whether the distance between them speaks volumes. That is not living, that is performing under the most intense microscope imaginable, and the performance never ends. The psychological toll of this situation cannot be overstated. Mary is trapped in a marriage that the entire world knows has been damaged, possibly irreparably. She cannot divorce Frederik without creating a constitutional crisis and abandoning the role she has dedicated 2 decades of her life to perfecting. She cannot publicly discuss her feelings or frustrations because royal protocol absolutely forbids that level of transparency. She cannot even show too much emotion without it becoming international headlines. She's stuck, and everyone knows it. What makes Mary's situation particularly brutal is that she has done absolutely nothing wrong. This is not a case of mutual mistakes or shared responsibility for marital problems. She was home in Denmark, being the perfect crown princess, raising their 4 children, fulfilling her duties, while her husband was off in Madrid doing whatever he was doing. She's the innocent party, suffering very public consequences for someone else's catastrophically poor judgment. Royal commentators have noted that Mary's demeanor has noticeably changed since Madrid. The woman who used to radiate warmth and genuine joy at public events now often appears guarded, careful, and visibly tired. The spark that made her so beloved when she first joined the royal family seems dimmed, replaced by a professionalism that feels more like armor than authentic engagement. Can you blame her? She's protecting herself the only way she can, by becoming more formal, more distant, more impenetrable. The struggles extend beyond just emotional and psychological damage. Mary's role as queen has become infinitely more complicated because Frederik's reputation is so damaged. She can't just focus on her own initiatives and causes. She's constantly having to compensate for her husband's deficit in public trust. Every time she appears compassionate, dedicated, and genuine, it highlights by contrast how much trust Frederik has lost. She's essentially doing the work of 2 people, maintaining her own reputation while trying to shore up the monarchy's credibility, despite her husband's best efforts to undermine it. He is something the palace absolutely does not want acknowledged. Queen Mary is currently more important to the Danish monarchy than King Frederik. Her popularity, her trustworthiness, her genuine connection with the Danish people, these are what is keeping the institution stable right now. Without Mary's credibility propping things up, Frederik's reign would be in far more serious trouble.
She's become the weight-bearing wall of the entire operation, and that's an enormous burden for anyone to carry. The children add another devastating layer to Mary's struggles. Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine have all had to watch their parents' marriage play out in international media. They've seen the photographs, read the headlines, heard the speculation. Teenagers and young adults are not oblivious to what is happening, and Mary has had to navigate helping her children process this incredibly public family crisis while maintaining her own composure and continuing to fulfill royal duties. That's not just struggling, that's surviving an impossible situation with grace. Social media has simultaneously been Mary's greatest source of support and another reminder of her humiliation. The outpouring of sympathy from people around the world, the messages of support, the hashtags declaring solidarity with her, these are lovely, but they also mean everyone is constantly discussing her private pain publicly. Every supportive comment is also an acknowledgement that yes, this terrible thing happened to you, and yes, everyone knows about it. What compounds Mary's struggles is the complete lack of resolution. There has been no closure, no definitive explanation, no moment where everything got addressed and settled. The Madrid scandal exists in this permanent state of uncomfortable ambiguity. The palace denied wrongdoing, but never fully explained what was